Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my beauty empties from June. If you're not sure what an empties video is, it's basically where people like myself hoard our beauty rubbish for a month and then sit down in front of a camera and talk about how we feel about the products. So I personally love these kinds of videos. I love to watch them, I love to film them. I just think that when a person's used a product up from start to finish, they've got a much better idea about how they feel about it, rather than just sort of trying it once or twice and then going, yeah, it's great, or nah, it's rubbish. So if that's interesting to you, stick around and we'll get into it now. So I've got my little basket of goodies here, or ex-goodies should I say. I'm not going to talk about these in any particular order. I'm literally just going to pull something out, talk about it, move on to the next thing. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to talk about is this. So it's the Pixi Glow Tonic. So this is the 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner. I was really close to finishing this by last month. It didn't quite happen, but it did happen in June, so here we are. I really love this. This is my go-to toner. It's my holy grail toner. I have repurchased this, so if you were wondering whether I would, there's your answer. It just works really well for me. I will mention though that for my mum, she has eczema. She does have fairly sensitive skin. It doesn't work for her. Obviously she doesn't use it when the skin's got a sort of particularly open sort of eczema thing going on. If she uses this, it actually irritates her skin, so that is something to bear in mind if that is something that bothers you. Doesn't bother me. For reference, I've got a normal skin type. In the summer I can get a bit oily in the T-zone. In winter I can get a bit dry around the edges of my face, but generally speaking I'm a normal skin type. So for me this really works. I really love it. As I said, I've repurchased it, and that's that. Next thing is this. So it's the Glide Skincare Argan Dry Oil for body and hair. I know nothing about this brand. I bought it from TK Maxx in November last year. It was an emergency purchase. I'd gone away for a family break for mine and my son's birthday, and I'd forgotten to take any kind of hair product with me. So I bought this just to try and tame things a little bit, but it actually works really well on the body, and that is actually how I ended up finishing it up. I just sort of sprayed myself with it after I got out of the bath or the shower, and I found that it was just a nice little way to sort of start that rehydration process going. So it was nice. Would I repurchase it? I don't actually know if I could. If I saw it again, I would probably consider picking it up, but it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to try and find. At the end of the day, it's a dry oil spray. I can probably find another version somewhere if I looked for it. So that's that. It's nice. I would buy it, but I'm not going to look for it. Next is this. So it's the Drybar Prep-Relay Prime and Prep Detangler. Really have to think before I say these things because that's a lot of purpose going on. So I had this in FabFitFun. I think I had it last year sometime. Can't remember which box. But I thought, it's a detangling spray, how amazing can it be? Thought I'd give it a go anyway. I really like it. Really like this. I loved it so much I actually investigated how to purchase another one. Not worth it in this country. Absolutely not worth it in the UK. To get it in the UK I would have to pay ridiculous shipping fees, and this already isn't the cheapest detangler on the planet, so not gonna repurchase it from the UK. However, I do have another one My last FabFitFun box, which I didn't film, by the time I got around to even thinking about it, it had been sitting in my room for about a month. It just didn't seem worth it at the time, so that's why you haven't seen the spring box from me. But in the spring box they did actually have a throwback product, and it was this, so I did get it. I liked it so much that I decided to forgo trying something new and getting this instead. Really like it. If I could repurchase it in this country without, you know, spending a fortune on shipping, then I would. So that's that. Next we've got the Mango Lip Scrub from Barry M. I knew that I was probably going to like this before I even bought it. I previously finished up the peppermint version, so this was sort of a repurchase. I just thought I'd try a different flavour, fragrance. I never know what to call a lip scrub. You don't eat it, but it's not something that you wear as a... I don't know. Anyway, you know what I mean. It worked the same way that the peppermint one did. I was happy to use it. This one is now finished. I do still have another couple of these. I did buy sort of 3 a couple of months ago. So there was this one, I bought a watermelon version, and I did buy another peppermint one. I'm currently working my way through the watermelon one. So would I repurchase? Absolutely I would. I really like it. It's sugary enough that you feel like you're getting a good scrub, but there's enough sort of oil in it that it sort of moisturises as it goes. So yeah, it's nice, it's good, I like it, and that's that. Next we've got this, so it's from DHC and it's the deep cleansing oil. I've previously finished a few of these up. The last one I finished up was a full-size bottle in a pump. This was one that my mum gave me. She can't actually stand this stuff. She feels like it leaves a film on her face. I don't find that. I actually really do like this product. It's really nice for taking off your makeup. For me it works quite effectively for that. I don't use it every single day. I only really use it if I am trying to take off my makeup, but I do have another cleansing balm that I use as well. So it's taken me a little while to get through this one, but I did finish it. I would absolutely repurchase this. I have previously repurchased this. It's still something that I quite enjoy using, so that's that. Next thing I finished was from Rituals, and it's the Ritual of Sakura Magic Touch Body Cream. I previously finished off a large tub of this stuff. I think it was probably a couple of empties videos ago now. I really like it. I love the fragrance of the Sakura range. It just smells of spring to me. It's Sakura, so there you go. I like the cream. It's really moisturising for my skin. My skin reacts quite well to it. It's not my favourite body cream. If you've been around for a while, you'll know that my favourite is the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream. But this is sort of a bit cheaper. And you know, you don't want the same, well, I don't want the same fragrance all the time anyway, so it's nice to sort of mix it up a bit every once in a while. I think I had this as a sample or a free gift from something, or I might even have had it in a subscription box, but either way I was happy to have it. I was happy to use it. If I got it again, I would definitely use it. Would I repurchase it? I probably would. I'm not going to right now. I don't need to right now, but if it came to sort of me needing to buy another moisturiser, this is absolutely going to be on the sort of potential list. So that is that. Next we've got, oh, there we go, I've got this from NYX, and it's the Angel Veil primer. So it's the Skin Perfecting Primer. I've had this for such a long time, and I actually had this in my project pan. I finished it off. I really like this primer. I would definitely consider repurchasing it. But as with most things that I've got at the moment, I've got so many things that I need to try. I've got so many things in my collection that I need to try. So I don't need to repurchase it just yet. But again, if it comes to me needing to buy a primer, or the primers that I've got left I don't enjoy using, then I would definitely consider repurchasing this. It's sort of a more affordable price than some of the ones that I've got, like the Hourglass Veil Primer for instance. This, I've heard people call this a dupe for that. I think it's similar, but I don't think it's the same. The texture just feels completely different to me. And to be honest, I actually prefer this one, which is a first for me. Normally I prefer the more expensive items, so it was a nice surprise to find that I preferred the cheaper option for a change. But yeah, would absolutely repurchase this if I needed to. So that's that. Next we've got this little packet. So it's the Hask Argan Oil from Morocco Repairing Deep Conditioner. I had this in, it was either a glossy box or a Look Fantastic, I can't remember which. I like Hask products. I've tried a few of them now. My actual regular shampoo and conditioner is from Hask as well, and that was because of a conditioning treatment I had in a subscription box as well. So really like the products. I've liked the ones that I've tried at the very least. This was no exception. I really like the smell of this. Argan oil is something that my hair responds quite well to, so it was enjoyable to use, and yes, I would consider repurchasing. And then last but not least, we've got this. So it's from the brand OK, which you can't see because I've ripped it off the top there. So it's the Revitalising Peppermint Foot Mask. So I thought this was something else. So when I purchased this, I actually thought this was a foot peel, because I've used a couple of foot peels from OK, similar packaging, similar idea. You've got your little sort of socks, your little plastic socks that you put your feet in. You sort of have it on for about half an hour or so, or an hour. How long was this one for? I can't remember, I've ripped the instructions off. But you put it on, you leave them on, you sort of wash it all off afterwards, and a few days later your skin starts to peel. I've tried a couple of them, I really enjoy them, they're really effective. I thought this was what this was, it's not. So I was all set to sit here and say this doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work, but this doesn't work. That's because this isn't a foot peel. This is a revitalising foot mask. So it's meant to rehydrate, which it did. So it actually did do what it was supposed to do. It just didn't do what I thought it was going to do. But the packaging is quite similar. This is actually narrower, which I thought was odd, but I just thought they'd changed their packaging. But if you were looking at buying an OK foot peel, just know that the peppermint foot mask is not a foot peel. Don't make the same mistake I did. So I'm now going to have a look at buying an actual foot peel, because that's what I wanted. But yeah, if you want a foot mask, this was nice. It was fine. It did its job. It did sort of rehydrate my skin, softened everything, soothed tired feet. Peppermint, it was really cooling. I really enjoyed it. It was quite relaxing when I was using them. The frustration I had when it didn't do what I wanted it to do was totally my fault, nothing to do with this. So that's that. And that was the last item. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Maybe you've tried some of these products and they've worked for you, maybe they haven't. Let me know what sorts of things you guys have finished off this month. I'm always interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. It just helps to let me know that you're enjoying my content. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then I would love it if you could do that too. And with all of that being said, I hope everyone's doing okay, hope everyone's well, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!